There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now, we all coming true now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch. And we are back, top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure you had a lovely weekend. You had a super good weekend. Good Friday, Easter Sunday, Resurrection. Lord hear us, Lord graciously hear us. Easter Monday. Here, now, so many things happened over the weekend. Yeah? The Hindu community celebrated a very significant period. I believe, and also the Christian community. And also Shouter Baptist. Am I right, researcher? Shouter Baptist was on Good Friday. So a lot of things happen. A lot of things. A lot of things happen. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, a special good evening to all those who are on the app, all those who have downloaded the app, a special good evening to you, all those who have decided. Remember, on any Android phone, any Samsung phone, any iPhone, you can look at Crime Watch. First thing first, ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is now 1:38. We can open up the lines very early, but what you need to do is to take the audio down on your set. Take the audio down on your set. Also, it was just brought to my attention that there was a drug bust on the Kobo Star. All right? It was just brought to my attention. It was just brought to my attention, ladies and gentlemen, that a short while ago, there was a drug bust on the Kobo Star. 6 kilos of marijuana in a, oh my God. Oh my God. You all wouldn't believe this. You would not believe this. If I tell you this, you know that I got information about that van over the weekend. Do you know that? We got information about that van over the weekend. Oh my God. You know, that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you know, people really trust me, you know, and believe it, you know. In fact, we got it, boy, I just don't want to say it on the air. I just don't want to say it on the air. But let me take you straight to ROMAIN. ROMAIN, youth shot dead. Relatives suspect robbery. The motive, 19-year-old RUNAKO BALGOBIN of Southern Main Road, ROMAIN, was shot and killed near his home during early morning on, in fact, early Good Friday. His body was discovered hours later. I'm taking you straight in. Residents in the area said they heard several loud gunshots just after 4 a.m. on Friday, but paid no attention to it as it was a usual thing for that kind of occurrence. It wasn't until 6:30 a.m. BALGOBIN'S bullet-riddled body was discovered a stone throw away from his home near a popular bar in the area. A gold chain which he wore was missing and his pocket emptied by his killers. He was reported. Now, BALGOBIN murder was the only murder for the Easter weekend. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Now, these are just photos that I'm showing you. All those who are online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are following us on Facebook, remember, like our page on Facebook. Soon, in fact, someone just indicated to me that my Instagram is down, so I'm going to try to just hook it up back and, you know, I'm not really a social media person. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 671-4062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Remember, put up those numbers, ladies and gentlemen. What you are seeing there, murder toll 138 over the Easter weekend. One man was shot dead. Relatives suspect robbery. In fact, there was another shooting in the Bukaro area. That is the Magbin area. In fact, during the course of the program, one man was shot for his van. And there was a shooting in Mova. So those two reports I'm going to give to you. So I'm trying my best for the entire weekend from Good Friday till Easter Monday. I'm trying to put it all together for you. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Remember, take the audio down on your set when you're calling. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
I'm calling from Wharton Street, Success Village, Laventille.
Success Village?
Yeah. The over 6 days now. Was saying to conserve water.
And no water in Success Village, Laventille?
It have in Success Village inside the whole. Remember the area where you came, where the girl throat was cut and thrown in the bush?
Yeah, I was here, yeah.
Right inside here. Countless gallons of water wasting over 6 days now. And we keep calling.
What road is that exactly? What road is that exactly?
People can't even get water in the house.
Charlene,
and I mean to
what
say
road is that exactly? What road is that exactly? So ladies and gentlemen, again, make it fast. Again, ladies and gentlemen, ROMAINE man shot dead. Relatives suspect robbery. The motive in fact, that's the motive that they are saying. That robbery was the motive, but nevertheless, I'm just showing you outside the bar. Here, it's real sad. You know, that's why I tell you, see, lineman outside bar and thing is a kind of funny kind of thing, you know. Serious, you know, lineman outside bar is different times, you know. Because do you know the guy in Bukaro? Do you know the guy in Bukaro that was shot for his vehicle over, in fact, yesterday around 7:45, right outside that bar, you know, and this is where the bandits, you know, hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. So ladies and gentlemen, you know, outside of that bar, you saw where this guy was shot. You know, yesterday, 7:45, just to jump the gun. I don't like to jump the gun, yeah? But I'm jumping the gun now. Just 7:45 yesterday, another man from Bukaro was shot. Some Sundar Malo, yeah? He, 52 years of age. Right? 52 years of age, outside a bar, you know. So you have one man shot dead in Larno. I know no problem with linemen by bar, you know. Everybody like the, you know, everybody go wherever they get the groove on, you understand? But nevertheless, I don't know, because it's one man shot dead outside a bar. Now, 7:45 last night. 7:45 last night. This man was shot for this vehicle. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime. This man was shot. He's critical in hospital. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
The lovely boat coming from Honolulu now. It went to outfit with seats.
Where coming from, Lulu?
Honolulu, they say.
Honolulu?
Yes, they're going to put seats on it.
Because we bust the mark on it?
That's right, baby.
That's right, baby. I love that. That's right, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that this man was shot outside of a bar in the Magbin area? His vehicle was taken from him. I have a picture of him in the hospital. In Darmalo, I have a picture of him in the hospital. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime. If you could just remove the CG bar. Just imagine for his vehicle, they shot him in Darmalo. In Darmalo. In fact, I think I know him, you know. Just give me back a picture of Indar Malo for me. It's terrible, huh? Shar Sundar Malo, sorry. Okay, director. Sham Sundar. Okay. A little bit again, you say Pursad. Yeah. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So this is the guy that was shot. He's nursing a flesh wound, but nevertheless, we need information because he was shot outside of a bar in the Bukaro area. Can I see the vehicle just for a second? And it is a wake-up call. If you see, can I get the number of the vehicle? Do you have a number on the CG? Why not? Why not? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. This X-Trail PDS 2997. If anybody has information, because apparently they followed him, was one a lone gunman here. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be looking, just know, be on high alert. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello. Good day.
Yes, go ahead.
Miss Darling.
Friday going for Sharon funeral. The man kick off the truck by was that?
What you got? Boy, we'll and come again, yeah? We'll and come again. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime. What you want nothing to talk about? Talk about this man, Marlo, the man who was shot. Apparently, the bandits was dropped off by someone driving an Almera. An Almera motor car, but I'm going to get the footage. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm just showing you. Here, now, this is really scared. They come back to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap, you have one guy shot dead outside of a bar. Just jump back to it. One guy shot dead outside of a bar. RUNAKO BALGOBIN. Look at it. Come on. Right? One guy shot dead outside of a bar over the weekend. This is the photo there. Go ahead. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, before I take the break, yesterday, this guy in Bukaro shot for his vehicle, go ahead, outside of a bar. Samsundar Malo, this is the photograph here, this is the vehicle. Go ahead fast, please. Thank you. Move with some speed, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's happening again.
Down to ARIMA Variety Store this Easter. Get 25 to 50% off everything. Located at corner Derrick Road and Chase Village, Chaguanas. Telephone 671-3001.
Where can you find that perfect ambience, delicious food reasonably priced, friendly staff, great service and secured parking? Located at LP62 Rodney Road and Dever Road, Lunch Park, Chaguanas, The Rise Grill and Bar Restaurant. Come visit us today and see for yourself. Enjoy any one of our signature dishes or sizzling seafoods. We have from starters to desserts, and we also cater daily lunch specials from $40 and up. Our bar is well stocked with premium drinks, wines, champagne, cognac, vodka and cocktails. Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit, etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkpore. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
Fab India Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean. Food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
Call Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. We have units as low as $22.50 installed. We carry quality brands, extensive after-sales service, 7-year warranty guaranteed. Inverters from as low as $4,500 installed. Professional service from start to finish. Unbeatable prices with quality in every product. Call us today at 748-4122 or 332-8997. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services. Quality brands, professional service. Come on into ARIMA Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have decking sheets, under ceiling, new wave galvanized 26 gauge painted, I-beam, Z&C purlin, gypsum board, French style steel windows, red and concrete blocks, pick up at factory, TCL cement, corrugated steel, garbage bins and much more at competitive prices and VAT inclusive. So check us out today.
On Saturday, April 7th and Sunday, April 8th, Racetrack Wheels and Hot 93 brings you the Ultimate Auto Fest at Wallerfield Raceway. Saturday, April 7th, the Ultimate Drag Racing Show. Then, Sunday, April 8th, a massive car show and drift show with sound-off competition. Ultimate Auto Fest. It promises to be a sold-out event, so you don't want to miss this one. Saturday, April 7th and Sunday, April 8th at Wallerfield Raceway. For more info, please call 304-0750.
It's cutting after cutting this Easter at Coast Cutter Supermarket locations, Cora Junction, El Dorado, and George Street, Sandy Grande. Get red rose salmon, buy one, get one free for $18. Rich port tuna for $17.95. Rainbow mackerel for $8.95. Happy macaroni and spaghetti for $4.25. 3 for $10, and many more specials. So hurry on down to Coast Cutter Supermarket now and save big this Easter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. A Mova man was shot while walking along the roadway last night. He has been identified as 20-year-old Shannon Joseph of Laventille Extension Road, Mova. Ladies and gentlemen, he was shot while walking along the roadway around, in fact, 3:30 p.m. yesterday. Joseph was approached by a man from the area. After a brief conversation, he was shot on his right leg, following which the suspect fled the scene. Joseph was taken to San Fernando General Hospital where he was treated and warded. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, human remains found on mattress inside St. Joseph, Maracas St. Joseph house. The skeleton remains of an individual was found on Sunday inside of a house at Bellevue Road, off a corner road, Maracas St. Joseph. Officers first discovered his skull and the vertebra on the mattress, and a short distance away inside the house they found the pelvic bones. So ladies and gentlemen, we don't know exactly, but what they found in the house is that bones across here, and bones across the human skeleton remains. Ladies and gentlemen, now they suggest residents were unable to tell police who live in the house. The bones were to be taken to the Forensic Science Center. Flashback. 1 week ago, on Monday, March 26th, the burned body of a man suspected to be that of missing Maracas St. Joseph man, Herbert Wilson, was found in some bushes. 1 week ago, same Maracas St. Joseph in some bushes close to a marijuana field by police during a marijuana eradication exercise. Remember, 1 week ago, there was an incident in the Maracas St. Joseph area. So, Maracas St. Joseph on the spotlight again, where, ladies and gentlemen, come back to me, where human remains found on mattress inside Maracas St. Joseph house. Now, it's a kind of abandoned house. So, residents were of the opinion, well, they don't know what happened. They don't know how the bones ended up there. They don't know how the skull ended up there. They don't know how the backbone ended. They just didn't know what was going on. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Wilson Wooden House was burned by an unknown person. There's the person from last week here. Wilson Wooden House was burned by unknown persons one day earlier at Upper Wharf Trace, Maracas St. Joseph. And his friend only identified as Kenya. He has also been reported missing and is feared dead. Also, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I tell you, let me tell you this, and believe what I tell you today, the sea does not have any branch. And when I tell you that the sea doesn't have a branch, ladies and gentlemen, over the weekend, that's why I tell you, do not send, I tell you how I go to mountain, do not, be careful. Listen, when you go to the beaches, be careful. You see that going in the beach deep and bathing and all kind of thing? Well, I'm not really a beach person. I can't tell the sun in my foot. I can't tell the sun. I ain't able. That's why I'm not really a beach person. Easter tragedy in Manzanilla. As two drowned, 4 others rescued. The bodies of 2 cousins who drowned after a boating accident off Manzanilla Easter Sunday washed ashore yesterday. The bodies of 22-year-old Darian Curtis Simon and a 29-year-old Devon Wendell Trotman, both of St. Joseph Street, Foster Road, Sandy Grande, were discovered. Both of Foster Street, Sandy Grande were recovered, around 11:30 a.m. along Manzanilla shoreline by beachgoers. 3 other men identified as 34-year-old Brian Cotier, a barber and a father of 3, 39-year-old Sheldon But telling me, a father of 3 and 39-year-old Asfa Trotman, 39, all of Foster climbed into the boat while Simon and Trotman disappeared under choppy waters. The men who were not wearing life jackets were thrown overboard into the water and subsequently rescued by Simon and Trotman, while Simon and Trotman disappeared underwater. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. We have photos of the individuals that drowned. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So some of you, maybe wanted to see the photos of the guys on the ground. These are pictures of them in happier times. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 671-4062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Now, these are just photos we just posted. All right, remember, these guys, so sad, yeah? It is so sad. Drunk on the beach. Drunk, drunk at the beach. Now, this is one of the guys who survived, yeah? This is one of the guys who survived. In fact, he was pulled out of the water, so it's really, really sad. That's why when you're going on, suddenly you might think you're a great swimmer, but once you make your way to the boat, make sure and have your life jacket on. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. It takes a split second for things to happen. Hi, caller. Good evening. 671-4062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure, in fact, there was is it a Cora Fest? A big lime at Cora, am I right? Cora had a big lime, yes. It's a Cora Fest. Socks, you went down there yesterday? It's a radio station, Cora Fest. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one man died. In fact, my phone started to ring off the hook. We did an investigation. It's so sad how he died. Apparently, he went to use it, relieve himself, and he fell. Very unfortunate. We don't know if he was under the influence of alcohol or it happened so fast he fell off a precipice. And really, really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. That is why, the corporation that is in charge of Cora should put proper washrooms for people. And if they have to pay maybe $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever, or $4, but so be it. If you really need to use the washroom, pay your money so you can have people clean it up and whatnot. But this guy apparently, as you know, it had Cora Fest yesterday and he went to use the washroom and he fell off a precipice. So when we come back, I will jump straight to that story. Let's take a fast break.
Provides you with healthy drinks served in specially designed pure paperboard cartons, which is sanitary, environmental friendly and biodegradable. Drink from our paperboard cartons rather than plastic and styrofoam containers for a healthier, longer lifestyle. Try our creamy, smooth, delicious, pasteurized, homogenized peanut punch and soursop milk drinks. It's carefully crafted for your enjoyment. Not forgetting our fresh pasteurized cow's milk, orange, pineapple and Moby drinks. For sales and services, contact us at 640-3836 or 298-7945 or email jefframsaran@hotmail.com. or visit us at lot number 15 Labour Boulevard, Trin City Industrial Estate.
Yes, my people, your health is your wealth. Now open Rip the Right Barsmart Sports Station for all your sporting equipment, cricket bats, batting pads, helmets, gloves, balls, trophies, table tennis board, Ab King Pro, home gyms, all sporting exercise equipment. Yes, be active. Be healthy. We have it at Rupdoran Biosmart Sports Station. Now open O'Meara Road, ARIMA, next to Extra Foods. Phone 646-7101.
Shooting Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags. Leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper. Ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Shooting Limited. 665-3336.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, indigenous fantasy for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics, and lots more. For more information, call telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
If you are looking for something special at the supermarket, well, you don't have to worry. Check out Super Quality's Supermarket, where there's always something special in your trolley. 3 massive branches: number 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity, number 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and Couva Main Road next to Republic Bank.
Fab India Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas, from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry, and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean, food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking, and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas, from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
PNV Marketing Company Limited is the premier provider of new and high-quality roll-on roll-off vehicles. We carry a wide range of new and roll-off hybrid and non-hybrid vehicles. We service all the vehicles we sell.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Chaguanas, and Pleasant.
PNV Marketing Company Limited is the premier provider of new and high-quality roll-on roll-off vehicles. We carry a wide range of new and roll-off hybrid and non-hybrid vehicles. We service all the vehicles we sell. Our staff is fully certified and we guarantee 100% customer satisfaction. We have hundreds of vehicles in stock and financing is available. Visit us today.
Get great Easter specials at Extra Foods. Trappist wines assorted, $99. Suntan Cocos coconut milk powder, 3 for $11.95. Salmon per pound, $24.95. Plum and pollock saltfish, $21.95. Bumblebee tuna chunks, $9.95. Fine Choice chicken thighs pack, $10.95. Fine Choice chicken breast pack, $12.95. And Snuggle hand towels, 2 for $11.95. Extra Foods, Endeavour Chaguanas, Grand Bazaar, ARIMA, and Chaguanas Main Road. Always something extra for you.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, all those who are on the app, a special good evening to you. All those who have downloaded the app, make sure all on your Android phone, any Samsung phone, any iPhone, remember now, and remember also our website is currently under construction. With respect to the guy that died in Quora, apparently the guy tumbled down a precipice, what initially believed to be murdered. Now, earlier on, people said that this guy was murdered. I'm going to just pose the picture up for you. All right, earlier on, there is a photo where he was lying on the ground there. Early on, they said that now it's not murder at the popular Koi River. Apparently, the guy died of a freak accident. 40-year-old Shazad Ken Ali slipped and fell off a precipice and died in a drain yesterday afternoon. Ali's partially nude body was found after his friends whom he was lying with at a poolside bar in Cora mounted a search for him when he disappeared. The victim apparently went to relieve himself close to the precipice where he lost his balance and fell to his death around 6 p.m. So I'm just showing you a little shot of the area. Go ahead, open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good evening, Ian.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes, I am calling a little different.
It can't be different right now, you know. Go ahead.
Are you there?
Yes, but it can't be different because I'm focusing on something.
Hello?
I said it can't be different because I'm focusing on something very important here. Go ahead. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I'm not showing you the area where he fell to his death because a lot of you just saw the body in the drain but wanted to know how he ended up there. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, if you go back to the area on the top area, the precipice area on top there, this is where he stood, and apparently maybe he went to relieve himself. You understand? It can happen to anyone, and it's so unfortunate. He fell. Open up the lines because somebody said it was murder. People started to call one man get murdered in Cora. No. He fell. This is exclusive footage here. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Mr. Allen.
Yes, go ahead.
All them drifted out.
Let's focus on the people here, please, now. Like, serious. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Apparently, I said that he also he has a motorbike and he's a rider and whatnot. Go ahead. I'm just showing the area. That's why you need to be very, very careful. Huh? Very, very careful. Look where he fell from. That's like 30 feet. That's like about how much feet? About 20 feet. That's a real fall, boy. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime, but this is where he fell from.
Hi, good afternoon, A.N. Allen.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry to hear about the guy that went up Cora and he got his death. But I have a situation, A.N. Allen. My mother passed away a few weeks ago. And my father looking for someone. Can you give me Kunti number, please?
Lady, I don't find that funny, you know. I really don't find that funny. I find that is a real dumb question to ask under the circumstances what you are seeing here. Like, serious. Like, serious. It's very dumb. You know what is dumb? Like, dumb to ask me that stupid thing because this man's family is watching right now. In fact, I think I know him, and I don't know why I feel like I know him. And it's dumb to come and tell me about Popsy and Kunti, whoever. What the hell? I'm not in the mood for that right now. I don't know her personally. Sorry. If I'd known her personally, it would have been different. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Let's focus because these people, I mean, this is sad. This boy lying with his friends. Maybe they cook up curry duck and they're having a good time. And that could happen to anybody. It could happen to anybody. They said he was the life of the party. He was the life of the party. And I mean, hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Look at this. You know, anything could happen, you know, anything. I tell you, this thing called death. There's no respect. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real sad, but real sad. I don't know what to say again going on in this country.
No,
real sad.
The man might be lying. Man, I deal with friends and oh good. And the man just went maybe to relieve himself and he just fall over there and hit his head, you know. Look at the height. He was on top here and fell right down, right down. Into the drain, you know. Way boy. And imagine he left his family home, he left all his friends and everybody, and you know, everybody know they're going on Cora. It's a cool scene. I met so many people from Cora last night. Some of them came to the hangars and whatnot. Hangars Extreme to hang out after. And we were just chatting, but you know, but it's sad. It's really, really sad, boy. Hey boy. So I mean, as I said a while ago, I'm a bit upset about somebody calling me and telling me about Popsy and whatnot. I mean, you look at a man falling off a precipice. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, Ian. Good evening. I'm now watching your program here. It's rather unfortunate.
Real unfortunate.
Yeah, really sorry for the fellow. But I heard you earlier on said that you have some reports of the Carbo Star that somebody claimed that they found drugs on the Carbo Star.
Yes.
Well, that information is false.
Okay, but okay.
Okay.
What information you have?
I have it from the source that there was no incident of no such thing found on the Carbo Star.
Okay. Maybe it haven't been found yet. It haven't been found yet. I don't know what source. It haven't been found yet. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. Everybody batting for everybody, you know. Hey, before I go further, you know what I want to say hello to? To Tara Suklal Singh of Vistabella, Sinanan Drive. She's an avid viewer of Crime Watch. So, Tara Suklal Singh, thank you for being locked on every day. Locked on every day to Crime Watch. Tara Sukla saying, open up the lines for me. Hi, good evening. This guy's looking for his mother. And he, since he was 4. We're just going to kind of switch it around a little bit. Hi, good evening. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, good evening. The woman who called out.
Also, I want to say a special hello to Ravina. Hi, Ravina. I know you're locked on also. Ravina, locked on to Crime Watch. Come this way, sir. Really, really fast. Come on. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What is the scene? Come and tell me what's happening. Tell me. You tell me in your words what's going on with you. What is it you having this idea?
That is my, first to begin,
Speak up in the mic.
My birth paper and my ID card and some photo shots now I was going to apply for it. You know?
What were you going on with you? You're Mark Mervyn Jr.
Yeah.
Of Pity Valley Maternity. Right, okay, go ahead.
Nice. Well, first to begin, at the age 4.
Speak up in the mic, come.
At
the age 4?
At the age 4, I know the drama between my mother and father, but something happened and like they put me in KFC to really wait on somebody and some kind of thing, but the police come and take me
how
up.
old are you?
I was 4 at that time.
And how old are you now?
22.
22. Okay, I'll hold up the mic, relax. So, okay, which KFC they put you in?
Independence Square, that is what I remember.
Oh, so you was a colonel child?
I believe so.
All right, so do you know your daddy?
Yeah, I remember his face. I know he
what
died.
Your family said they must, I mean, so...
I know nothing. I was supposed to know.
No family, nothing?
None.
None. Who picked you up from KFC when you were 4?
The police.
And where they took you? To foster home?
Yeah, in Christ Foundation, Care and Respect for Youths. That was long time ago now.
So you never had no family? You don't know your family?
Nah,
nothing?
never.
Way. And look how you grew up to be a big man now. And what do you do?
Well, presently I'm a construction worker. And really I just do singing and thing now, boys. So I just write my music.
Sing a song for me, let me hear.
That's hard, right?
So why can't sing?
Because I kind of frightened now, boys.
We are right now, you're not this guy, yeah?
No, I'm live.
Look at my face.
On live too, on live.
No scene. Come on, tell me, come on. But you know, let me tell you something. You bring your song here, you have a song track?
No, I know no song track, but our memories. So I know.
Now relax. Don't be scared. We're scared about. But let me just say, look at me from nowhere to the highway, you know. From nowhere to the highway. But nevertheless, it's really, really sad. Mark Mervyn. Now, let me know. Do you have never, okay, but this man, hey boy, imagine when he was 4, all right? When he was 4, they placed him in KFC where?
Independence Square.
Independence Square. From there, police picked him up and they placed him in a foster home. And he's here looking for his mother. So you have no memory. Like, anybody know anybody? Nobody?
I don't know. I come to you to really hope I get some kind of, satisfaction or some kind of relief because it kind of...
Somebody might know his father. Maybe she must have had a friend somebody, because Independence Square put this 4-year-old child, my heart really God for you. Let me say, my heart really God for you. I have a story to tell you, but I will never tell you that now, but I have a story for you. I won't say that, I won't say anything, but nevertheless, could you open up the lines? Hey boy, but KFC supposed to have cameras and things. Those days they had cameras?
It must be funny right now because I kind of go through it and
no, I'm just trying to cheer you up.
Thanks for that, but it kind of hard to live my life going through. It's real hard to know that, But as a man, I trying my best to really focus, and that is one thing I had to get out of my way now.
So the home they brought you up?
Yeah, really.
How long you stayed at the home?
Very long.
And what home is that?
That was Christ Foundation, Care and Respect for Youths.
And where is that home located?
That was in Laventille at the point in time.
The home is still there?
Nah, it mash up and everybody going now, boy.
Hey, boy.
But
I wonder, that's real hard, boy. That's what I tell you now. That's what I tell you. That be, let me listen. When you think There's an old song. When you think you're suffering, somebody's suffering more than you, you know. And believe I tell you, somebody's suffering more than you. You have this man here, this young fella, he's 22 years. When he was 4, he was placed in KFC in Independence Square. After that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Nobody, he doesn't know his father. He doesn't know his mother. His father died.
Yeah.
You found out that your father died?
Yeah, in the home, I found it out. And
you found out that your father died?
Yeah, and I went to his funeral and I couldn't really talk to my family in a way because I was under, the home status.
Yeah, the identity could not be revealed.
Yeah, so.
What was your father's name?
My name, Mark Clark, but he's
Mark
senior now.
Clark?
Yeah, he's Mark Mervyn Clark Senior, he's Mark Mervyn Clark Jr.
So wait. His father's name was Mark Mervyn Clark. I can get somewhere, you know. Let me tell you something. Now that you have given me a little information, I'm going to take a fast break. When I take this break, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Let me take a fast break because I can make a... Let me take a break. Let me talk to you off the air.
Get great Easter specials at Extra Foods. Trappist wines assorted, $99. Suntan Cocos coconut milk powder, 3 for $11.95. Salmon per pound, $24.95. Drum and Pollock saltfish, $21.95. Bumblebee tuna chunks, $9.95. Fine Choice chicken thighs pack, $10.95. Fine Choice chicken breast pack, $12.95. And Snuggle hand towels, 2 for $11.95. Extra Foods. Endeavour Shaguanas, Grand Bazaar, ARIMA, and Shaguanas Main Road. Always something extra for you.
The Wellness Center introduces the Superfricator. It instantly removes skin growths and irregularities like skin tags, age spots, ring flesh, and spots from the face and body. Using non-surgical procedures, the Wellness Center can instantly lift the face, bust, arms, and legs, treat psoriasis and dermatitis, remove puffy dark eye circles, double chin, wrinkles, and even restore bald, thinning hair. Call Mrs. Bagan, a qualified medical esthetician with over 30 years of experience for a microscopic consultation. Call 673-7418.
Screwtech Limited, STL, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. We are located at number 792 Papuri Road, Lower Barkpo. We have also created our own branded STL products with over 10,000 individual items of varying grades and sizes, so you can ask for it by name at all leading hardwares across Trinidad and Tobago. You can contact us at 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtech Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
Namalco Construction Services Limited is one of the largest constructions company in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in operation since 1998, serving both the public and private sectors with the largest fleet of modern equipment to undertake projects of any capacity. Our services include civil engineering work, road paving and repairs, land development and infrastructure work, rental of heavy and small equipment, transportation services, and lots more. Call 651-0074 or 651-0080.
On Saturday, April 7th and Sunday, April 8th, Racetrack Wheels in Hut 93 brings you the Ultimate Auto Fest at Wallerfield Raceway. Saturday, April 7th, the Ultimate Drag Racing Show. Then, Sunday, April 8th, a massive car show and drift show with sound-off competition. Ultimate Auto Fest. It promises to be a sold-out event, so you don't want to miss this one. Saturday, April 7th and Sunday, April 8th at Wallerfield Raceway. For more info, please call 304-0750.
Wow. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I was just chatting with Mark Mervyn Jr. Now, he did link up with his father when you were 11, right?
Yeah, when I was 11.
Now, his father, Mark Mervyn, right?
Mark Mervyn Clark Sr.
Mark Mervyn Clark, right? Mark Mervyn Clark. He worked where?
Catwalk.
Catwalk where?
In Shaguanas.
In Shaguanas. So now I kind of getting somewhere. He had worked catwalk in Shaguanas. Mark Mervyn Clark.
At a point in time.
At a point in time. And so you all started to hang out after?
Yeah, and then I asked him to call my mother. And
he called you. What was your mother's name? What's your mother's name then?
She name is Naomi Emmanuel. But Clark at the end, instead of Emmanuel, is Naomi Clark.
Naomi Clark.
But no, what she and them done, well, most likely is Naomi Emmanuel, so it's Naomi.
So it have to be Naomi Emmanuel.
Yeah. So I really tried my best.
So ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody maybe from Catwalk, but where was the funeral, his funeral held, your daddy's funeral?
San Fernando.
San Fernando.
Funeral, the burn place, by some burn place.
Okay, Belgroves?
Yeah, Belgroves.
Okay.
So, and when I was supposed to talk to my family, well, the people in the home, they had me kind of...
Locked down. Yeah, but remember you were minor.
Yeah,
they can't really, you know.
So as a man, I didn't really get information
this is real sad,
with them.
This is real sad. This is real sad. Real sad. Open up the lines to me. Hi, good evening. So now you understand his father worked at Catwalk. Did he live in Londonville?
Yeah, he lived Londonville Enterprise at a point in time.
Londonville Enterprise. Mark Mervyn, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Mark Mervyn, but he deceased.
He died. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. He died. He died about age 30 something. He worked Catwalk in Chaguanas. When this little boy found out about his father, he got in contact with the father. So he started hang out with the father and whatnot. And how long ago your father passed away?
2 years after I find out, and he put me back in the home, and then he do so, and he gone with my stepmother at the point in time because she was there.
So we're trying to reach your mother.
But I trying to reach my mother, so I didn't really study my step.
Forget that.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, now you want to believe his mother, his biological mother is Naomi?
My real mother is Naomi Emmanuel. And
Naomi Emmanuel.
Yeah, and my stepmother, she is Amanda Clark.
Yeah, but she had not, their stepmother.
She had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But, you know?
Right. Open up the line just for 30 seconds, please. Open up the line. This is real sad. So I will try my best. Somebody, there's so many people who who will go back to the program and whatnot. And open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. You stop, ladies, go ahead. 6714062. So I just want you to know. Go ahead. 6714062. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Yeah, before we go further, is it possible? If it's possible, hold on. All this is happening. Could you give me a picture of San Fernando, Cordy Hospital there? The picture. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
I saw this gentleman's father.
Pardon me? What is that? Okay. That's why I tell you, down to Stevie Wonder, look on the crime, down to the man on the quick out stint, watching crime. Somebody now said they know your father. Somebody now called and said they know your father. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. Hold on, before we go to San Fernando Hospital. That's why I tell you, they can say what they want about me, Other business. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Somebody knows they know your father. Don't beat up. Nobody know. I will tell her something, circumstances or whatever.
Yeah, I feel I feel they had whatever, but that is not really my concern. My concern is I just want to...
Where you living now?
I live in Mohammed Pineview Gardens. Yeah. Like St. Augustine's.
You have a little trade and whatnot.
Yeah, I am a little trade. I don't build my house and I look into food myself now.
Serious?
Yeah, so
yeah, but that's good. Speak up in the mic. That's very good. And you don't already have your house?
Yeah, not really my house, the Lord house. That is how I just see it now, boy, because it's not mine. Everybody does play the own and everything, but really,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so.
What will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul, yeah? Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Go ahead. These people don't understand that you need to take... Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Take the audio down. So what we're going to do, somebody's going to call. I'm going to show you a picture. Well, I heard they want to refurb. They want to spend some money on Skinner Park. You all heard that? They want to spend money on Skinner Park. Government wants to spend money on Skinner Park right now. Great Skinner Park. We don't need that. Upgrade Skinner Park. They want to upgrade Skinner Park. But ladies and gentlemen, look at San Fernando Hospital right now. Open up the lines. People all on the corridor. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
I
want to congratulate you. You're not there only to solve crime. You're there to do human service to the humanity too. So I'm thanking you for that.
Yeah,
I hope this gentleman gets through. Because it's a sad thing to be at this age and not knowing who your roots are, who you came from.
Well, somebody just said they know his father, yeah? Somebody just said
I realize that. So thanks a lot for the job you're doing.
Thanks again. I want to show you what's going on in the health facility right now. Look at people lined up, and you want to spend money right now to upgrade Skinner Park. You building road. You buying painting. You all running all around, but you want to upgrade Skinner Park. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 671, look at it. Patients lying on the floor, all about, but you taking money to upgrade Skinner Park. Hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Imagine that you are spending money right now on Skinner Park. You want to upgrade Skinner Park. What could Skinner Park do for the citizens who depend on the public health sector? What could Skinner Park do? Why we don't have like a emergency room at Chagona's Health Center? Why we can't do operations there? Why you can't, think out of the box? That by the time you take somebody to Mount Hope, they're already dead. If you take them to Chagona's, you understand what the Minister of Health should consider? Start to enhance some of these emergency rooms. See if they can do minor surgery. See what they can do. You understand? Look what's going on here in San Fernando Hospital right now. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good day, Ian Allen.
Good day.
I'm just giving you a notification that there was a shooting in Mova, Chrysanthemum.
Okay, when that happened?
Yesterday.
Okay, well, babe, you started watching the show a little late.
Okay.
Huh? I done run with that already. 17-year-old Shannon Joseph. 20-year-old Shannon Joseph. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing you what's going on at the public health sector right now. Look at it, and you are spending money. What's going on with my CG bar? My ticker tape. What's going on with it? Synergy again. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. You should call O'Brien and ask him what is that. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah.
Concerning the hospital situation, is Palmer who is that what the picture is showing there?
Tell me. Tell me.
I was there a few minutes ago. My brother is on that chair, waiting in the emergency area.
How long you waited for?
Yesterday.
Since yesterday you waiting?
Yes.
Since yesterday you waiting in San Fernando Hospital?
No, my brother.
Your brother?
Yes, and he's on a chair.
On a chair. And do you think it is right for government to spend money on Skinner Park right now?
Of course not.
Thank you. Stadium. You're building stadium. You're building golf course. You're spending money all about. Oh my God, Rowley. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And people suffering. Right now, two things. The welfare of the citizens should be your priority, and the security of the citizens. That is all I know. And how to make money. Right now, what could a stadium do for us? Right now, fixing a road and spending hundreds of millions of dollars. What they could do for us? Take the money and you know what? Let's see about the citizens. Citizens first, country after. Beautification after. You don't understand that? Let's take a fast break.
Fab India Expo is back at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chagonas, from March 16 to April 2nd. All new containers with the latest variety of furniture, handicrafts, garments, footwear, jewelry, and many more from around the world. We are the biggest in the Caribbean, food court that no one can resist. Lots of giveaways, ample parking, and comfortable ambience. There's something for everyone. Check us out at Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chagonas, from March 16 to April 2nd. Entry is absolutely free.
Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit, etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkport. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th fattest nation in the world. 1 in every 3 Trinidadians are overweight. Now you can lose up to 30 pounds a month with Maximum Slim, and it's as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning. With a patented powerful formula containing chlorogenic acid found only in the green coffee beans that block the absorption of fats from your body. It also contains ginseng to help maintain energy levels and heart leaf for curbing your appetite. Maximum Slim delivers maximum results fast, so pick up your box of Maximum Slim today at your nearest pharmacy. Maximum Slim. Live to the max.
Your health is your wealth. Now open Riptorant Barsmart Sports Station for all your sporting equipment, cricket bats, batting pads, helmets, gloves, balls, trophies, table tennis board, Ab King Pro, home gyms, all sporting exercise equipment. Yes, be active. Be healthy. We have it at Riptorant Barsmart Sports Station. Now open Omira Road, ARIMA, next to Extra Foods. Phone 646-7101.
Step-in Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, First World Drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilden water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec at half price, gourmet foods and snacks, a selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today.
It's cutting after cutting this Easter at Coast Cutters supermarket locations, Cora Junction, El Dorado, and George Street, Sandy Grande. Get red rose salmon, buy one get one free for $18. Rich port tuna for $17.95. Rainbow mackerel for $8.95. Happy macaroni and spaghetti for $4.25. 3 for $10, and many more specials. So hurry on down to Coast Cutters supermarket now and save big this Easter.
Oh, money. Hey, you know, ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, I just had to bring him back here. I think I just, you know, it is unbelievable. That is why I tell advertisers, you know, when you don't put your ad on Crime Watch, you really don't care about making money, you know. In the midst of water, only a fool is thirsty. So when you're not making no money, I'm not on Crime Watch, because they make this and going all up in town and going here and quite and paying big 100,000 a month and nobody here watching. Who watching? Ask every advertiser that advertise on this show if they're not making money, and they're going to tell you, Mats, my boy, here we're going on. Big man thing. Here we're going on. We're going to call our man here. Here we're going on. Watch me, Dan. Watch me. Full 100. Watch it. Let me find out something.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah. Okay, take down the volume on your television. Take it down fast. You watching too, you know, your family watching. Hello?
Hello? Yes, speaking.
Here now, Ian Allen here. We live on national television. Here what's going on. What's going on with this fella here that you said could be a family?
Yes, well, when from the time I heard Emmanuel, right? The Emmanuel, the Lara, the Lopez, there are much other names. They're all related. We are all family. There was recently a family reunion took place, but I didn't win. Right? But if most of our family live in Chaguanas, right? They especially there's some in Ravin Sable.
Ravin Sable.
Lara, yeah. At Ravin Sable, if he go up on that side there, then he could get more information.
If I give him your number, Would you be able to call him? I could give him your number?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks again. So,
Yes, and I enjoy this show, man. You're doing a good job. Keep it up.
okay, thanks again. Keep good. So you calling from Ravin Sab?
No, I live at Kuva.
Oh, because let me give you a joke. You're not the first person who made that mistake. Many years ago, I said Ravin Sable, you know. I think it's Ravin Sable. But then you realize the pronunciation is Ravin Sab. So it's a
It's spelled Ravin Sable, but it is Ravin Sab.
All right, but no problem. So I'm going to give him your number. So I think we get in somewhere. Thanks again.
All right, no problem.
We have to say what? Talk now.
Thanks a million.
Press what now? What we going to do? Press what now? Full 100 now. Full 100 and done. You don't know. Don't beat up. Don't beat up.
I'm hoping I could really find Sheena.
Watch me. I'm going to run this again. We're going to run this again. Have the editors cut off this segment, post it on my fan page. All right? Yeah. They're going to cut this segment off properly. This part, the part before and the part after. When he's here, post it on my fan page. Thanks again. I'm working for you. I look your photograph.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you don't know. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let's take our arm. Hit me straight to the headlines. Go ahead. Because I have so much things to tell you. In fact, before we go, wait, hold up. Come back to me. Murder in ARIMA. 20-year-old. Breaking news. There was just a woman was just killed in the ARIMA area. Our researcher, am I right? I can't hear which road? Bypass Road, ARIMA. This is breaking news. Apparently, she was strangled by her boyfriend. Woo! It is alleged, ladies and gentlemen. It is alleged. We just dispatched a camera crew down to ARIMA just to find out what's going on. But just to let you know, a woman was just strangled in the ARIMA area. So you are getting news before the news. Hit me to the headlines because I'm extending the program to after 7. Go ahead. Mic in your mouth. Hold up the mic, break through again. So we already located one of your cousins. I only have you coming. Because every time we take a break, he run to the street, he going on to the back. I'll locate your stepmother. So your stepmother will have information.
I wouldn't say so because really I
behave yourself. Don't say hold on.
I'm thankful for it.
Hello? Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
I am trying to locate this guy's mother. I don't know if you can really help me out.
Yes, her last known address. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Her last known address was Lumsden Road, Gasparillo.
What road?
Lumsden Street, Gasparillo.
Lumsden Street, Gasparillo.
Yeah. Her last known workplace address is Lakeview Restaurant, Point-A-Pierre.
Okay. Is it possible I could call you after the show? And you and I, maybe we could meet and whatnot quietly. I don't want to rile up no scene, you understand?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're the stepmother, and I don't want to, bring back the past and all kind of thing. We just want to locate the mother because it's a cool scene.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Yeah, it's a cool scene.
It's a cool scene. Thanks again. Thanks for coming forward.
All right.
Talk to me now. Press a button, huh? You can press a button. This is what crime watch is all about, you know, making sure you get justice. How you feel now? In a matter of 5, maybe less than an hour, yeah?
You understand what I'm saying?
So I will speak with that lady. I'll give you a number for this guy, and we're going to work together and try to locate your mom.
Nice,
thanks. You see, I'll tell you something, you know. That doesn't give nobody the right to put you in KFC.
You understand what I'm saying?
To put you on the police come and take you up.
That is...
Because I always say, when they was doing their thing, they wasn't studying KFC.
You understand what...
You understand? Big man thing now. When they, you know now? So that wherever you get a cold, go back and blow your nose. You didn't get a cold in KFC. You understand? But you put a little boy in KFC when you have 4... how old?
4. At the age of 4.
At the age of 4. Oh my God, come now. It's not a newborn, you put a 4-year-old. What is that? But then again, we don't know the circumstances. Sometimes circumstances, then no money, no thing, love this front, or kind of bacchanal thing. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. You don't know.
Must be the father. He was a harsh man, me know. You understand? But at the end of the day...
But you take by your father, or?
No.
You was a harsh man?
No, I have...
But do you have a girlfriend?
Of course, and you know...
I know you all live good?
I ain't really living with she, but we living good.
What is that, a long distance love?
Yeah, kind of, you know, that kind of...
Can you playing Popsy and she?
No. I tell man, I ain't really want to step in that kind of relationship too.
Yeah,
because,
very good. But you know what I admire about you? Let me tell you what I admire about you. That you came from a foster home and you have done well. You have done well. What is your trade? Tell me, what do you do? Come.
My trade is singing, really. I sing. And
how are you making money with that?
You will see in that time to come.
Okay. Well, you want to come and bring a little track and come and sing here for me?
You could get some of...
Well, sing something like Mad Bad Man thing, you know? Go ahead, come sing. Come sing, relax.
So much time I've been searching. So much time I've been looking and staring for this girl who could give me sweet loving and that she cares so she could be my darling. I'ma search for all over the mountain. Girl, your love is strong, it's flowing like a fountain. So that mean you can be together, baby girl, forever and ever. Have you ever think about someone? Have you ever felt a love that's so strong? Have you ever think about someone you really care about?
What? Well, all I have to say is pull up, wheel. Sucks how you do it? Nah, watch here, you're hot on the jaw. If there's any Sucks, what do you say, music producers? Anybody who's watching, let me tell you something in life. And believe what I tell you here today. In every single person, there is a gold mine. And it's for you to discover that gold mine. You can be anything you want. The only person that's holding you back in your life is you. Not nobody, you know, is you. And you see how you have your talent. Everybody has a talent, you know. Maybe, well, I discover my talent. This is what I can do. You understand? Bacchanal, solve crime, make sure undone criminal. But I must say, now this music does not belong to us, yeah? That is a disclaimer. So, well...
I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. I wish I...
So you don't put on tiles, you don't do... What's your trade?
My trade is anything. I'm all-rounder. Skilled at anything.
And where you live?
I live Mormon Street, Pine View Gardens, St. Augustine.
If there's anybody like anybody who, you know, for any work or anything, make sure to text me now. Make sure for the fella get something now. All right? Stay up, man.
Blessings.
There's your show, you know, there's your platform. Always remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, cops injured in Kunupia crash, caught on camera. You all saw the video? Look at it. Cops injured in Kunupia crash, caught on camera. A police officer identified as PC Khan of the Kunupia police station was injured after he crashed in a marked police vehicle as he was driving. Look at this. Let's play that clip over for me. But they were responding, yeah, But this guy just turned like that, watch. Oh, cool. The cop, you know, you see? Coming down, watch. The man just turning like that, police coming down. That man get away, boy. Oh, good. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a Guyanese sailor. Now, could you put up the picture of the PC can for me, please? Really, really fast before we go there. Go ahead. Come on now. This is the PC can being attended to. You know, you see how things can happen. So the police officers, you know, because this guy responding and, you know, thank God he maneuvered the car properly. He's alive. Really, really sad. Really, really sad. But nevertheless, you know, that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend seriously, we should have a military hospital. Part of maybe the children's hospital should be a military hospital because, like, police officers, fire officers, Coast Guard officers, army officials, when they get injured, because you can't put these people and them in the general public in the hospital to lie down on a bed because you like a policeman. You can, because that's what's going on now. That is what's going on. When a policeman get injured, you put him in the hospital with dog and cat passing. Anybody can shoot the man because you don't know what unit he was attached to. You don't know the history of his career. So that is why I firmly recommend we should have a military hospital. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a Guyanese sailor killed in a freak accident in Clarkson Bay Port yesterday. In fact, on Sunday, 44-year-old Guyanese sailor Dudnat Natram was killed while loading a vessel at Trinidad Cement Limited Port in Clarkson Bay. Natram of Guyana died at Southampton General Hospital around 3:40 from internal injuries. He was employed with a shipping company and entered the port on board to board cargo, well, get cement and water to take back to Guyana. Also, ladies and gentlemen, East Port of Spain, suspect held in prison officers' January murder. A suspect was held on Sunday at the East Port of Spain home by police in connection with the shooting death of prison officer Devendra Budram. Remember Devendra Budram here, the prison officer that was shot? Well, Budram, one suspect has been held. One suspect has been held. Also, ladies and gentlemen, cop held for firing a service revolver while allegedly drunk. Northern Division police officers, ladies and gentlemen, and just to jump to a fire inside, in fact, St. Madeleine fire, crime neglect, fire victims, crime neglect, lies from their MP. Several persons affected by a recent arson which destroyed several homes in St. Madeleine, leaving 20 families homeless. Here, go ahead, listen to them.
20 with one market bag, with a rice, a flour, a oil, a lentil peas and a dollar, family of 20. And 3 bags. Nothing was bring for the newborn babies. One bag for family, my one bag alone for 20 people.
Just imagine that. Well, just to let the family in St. Madeleine know, I am coming. Because you can't tell me, ladies and gentlemen, the MP for the area bring a pack of peas, but when Cedros, because when the road collapsed in Cedros and the homes in Cedros brought national attention, all you get everybody house. So why you can't get them house in St. Madeleine? And you are the housing minister. Well, here what's going on. Big man thing. This is I.A.N, this is crime watch. I am coming to meet the family, the St. Madeleine residents tomorrow. We're going to make all arrangements. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we have a fight inside Valencia Health Center. Just to let you know really fast, while all that going on, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Fight inside the health center also. Ladies and gentlemen, the rerun of this program tonight at 10. Watch fighting thing inside. Go ahead, come back to me. Come back to me. Also, ladies and 70-year-old taxi driver in court charged with raping a child. 70-year-old part-time taxi driver, Gifton Raymond. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. We have a photo of Gifton Raymond. Ladies and gentlemen, remove the CG bar. Charged with, well, in fact, he was granted bail 100,000. Appeared before Fernando Magistrate Court today. Charged with allegedly raping a 12-year-old girl. It is alleged it took place on April the 1st. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. That is why you need to be careful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. We run on this program tonight at 10, 1:30 tomorrow. WhatsApp me on 290-4426. Call me on 294-4081. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, get your eye on Crime Watch. This is Ian Allen. This is Crime Watch. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't funny home. Feel safe when I was peeping by the kid. So if you call us, sing what you want is on you down. It's a jungle out. We're gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing I know.